And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Coby White.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Chicago, right on the wing along with Okoro. Bruzelis out there with Vucevic. And it's Giddey in at the point. And like everyone else, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now here's Vucevic. Outside, White. Pass to Giddey. 6 to shoot. The 3. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels in the post. Covered by Okoro. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Vucevic. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were in his dad. Coach Nick talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender if he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ants defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Giddey, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Gobert with the block.
Get that out of here. Gobert doing his job to protect the rim.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have you guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get the extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
Good strategy. Thank you, Shams. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Warriors. And Edwards with the steps.
He can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
In the corner, it's Bruzelis. Pass to Okoro. White, wide open. He fights. Buries the long-range jumper.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now, here's McDaniel. Last game out, he had 14. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Over Giddey. No good on the shot if he won that time.
And he's very confident from that range. He can't make it.
Out to White. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Love the catch and shoot approach. I like when White makes quick decisions on offense.
Outside Edwards. Over in the corner to McDaniels. White against Edwards. Three-pointer, Randall. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Okoro dishes to White. Vucevic the pass to Okoro. A shot good on the assist by Vucevic. Okoro's got his second basket of the game. McDaniels outside. Up top, Edwards, white covering, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he comes up better than you think, and you know his presence at the rim.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Trey Jones comes in for Kobe White. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Edwards. Conley, and just miss after miss right now.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's McDaniel. Still yet to score. Out to Conley. Here he goes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic.
Oh, the savvy veteran Conley driving inside and knowing how to angle his body to draw contact.
Good on that. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. How good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Let's check in for Chicago. Kevin Huerter comes in for Williams. Now here's Jones. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Jones.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
McDaniels up top. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Dillingham with the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Huerter setting the pick for Jones. Wants to get it to Giddey, and does. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Conley against Jones. Conley kicks to McDaniel. To the wing on the left. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Outside Conley. Pass to Clark. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's McDaniels. Gonzalez grabs the board. Here's Giddey, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter, and they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach from Chicago?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, as they're getting into the teeth of the defense, points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Reed. He has yet to score. Conley's shot is off. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. So it's Minnesota now. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Over in the corner, Randall. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And if he gets the space, Randall absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner three.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bulls with some changes. Okoro, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Light comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Trey Jones. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Giddey. Here's Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Smith sets the pick for White. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Gillingham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Chicago. Last time they met was in Minnesota where they beat the Timberwolves.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seems they got the benefit of the whistle. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. Now we know the rumor mill is always active at this point of the season. Richard, for players, what's it like being mentioned in trade talks?
It can be a bloating of confidence, and it can also be losing a little trust in your organization. You just have to remind yourself it's not personal, it's just business.
Here's Okoro. Michael Conley making his last shot. Outside White. Giddey kicks to White. They shoot again. And it's Giddey laying it in. Giddey's got his second basket.
And this young guard, Giddey, doesn't quit on the glass. Phenomenal awareness and positioning right there.
For three, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Smith with a screen on Conley. Okoro wide open. He fired. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Edwards looking it over. Conley with the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead. And Greg Wall, they need more star talent. The Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on a treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. After Reed. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 9 points in the quarter. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Smith. And Buzelis subbed in for Williams. Minnesota also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Buzelis. Scoreless thus far. Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, Vuce will do this to you. He's not scared of that midnight. He's a master.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Golden State.
And how about the defensive impact he's had? Racking up 3 blocks and making his presence felt.
And here is Giddey. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Pass to Vucevic. In the corner, Okoro with it. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Okoro's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. You see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Gobert. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks to go with kind of his overall floor game.
Giddey against DiVincenzo. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Here's White. And the Bulls another 3.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And when Ant gets to his spot in the mid-range, there aren't a lot of options for defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Last game for Chicago was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Reed. In the corner is DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Giddey. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls out front. They're up by 1. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K.
The Los Angeles Lakers will be playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
What's impressed me, Arnie, is the ball. You need.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Okoro out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. And can do it all on the floor. As complete of a league as you'll find in our league.
Now it drives a Okoro, missing on that last 3-pointer.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Buzelis. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Here's White. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, hitting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Well, Josh Giddey provides a floor general's mentality, RJ, and a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey. Stands 6'8", but plays like a small
A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Make some noise for your incredible.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. 17th in three-point field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spot.
And, yeah, one of the better three-point shooters in pro basketball. He's killed it from downtown every time we watched him. Very impressive. Now here's Vucevic. He has 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Because he can commit from all 3 levels, Vucevic is a tricky cover.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
Here's Giddey after the basket by Minnesota. Back to White. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. Vucevic has switched on Gobert. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vucevic setting a solid three that gets things going.
Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Cambridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. McDaniels outside. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got his first basket.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within reach.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And it goes down 2 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And the coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Chicago shoot their 7th free throw attempt here. Trey Jones is checked in for the Bulls. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, it's size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of the game, and especially in a playoff series. A great strength of this team. And the D has gotten a little bit relaxed here, defending the triple.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
White bounce pass. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Okoro with it, working on McDaniels. A nice shot by Okoro. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. McDaniels outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. Offensive rebound. Reed kicks to Edwards. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Clock at 6. Conley, the pass to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Okoro setting the pick for Buzelis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Over in the corner, Conley. Pass to Edwards. Anthony Edwards hammers it home.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Randall. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution.
16 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jones. And he banks in the lane.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here is Edwards. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on it.
I like the way the Donovan is conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Randall and Reed holding down the post box. Dillingham is out there with Conley. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Oh, here's Giddey. In the corner. Porter with it. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And the defense is really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Smith finds Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards has come in for Mike Conley. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Randall. Shot on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herder.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been fun. Who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. It's good from long range. Edwards got 32 points.
All game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And let's just say, he knows.
Jones in the post. And he finishes nicely on the way.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Randle outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody is coordinated and engaged. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Curl comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's White in for Trey Jones. Now here's White. To the left wing. Okoro passes to Giddey. Well, good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 5. It's Randle. Holds it from 20. Now Edwards trying again. Giddey will pull it down. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now Reed. Edwards. He puts in the chain.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Now here's Vucevic. Oh, falling away.
He's been in the league long enough that late game moments do not scare Nikola Vucevic.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert goes checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham.
And you know, one thing you have to admire about Randle is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Got it to go.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Now here's McDaniel. And here is DiVincenzo. Randle fires. 3. Good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And on the drive, Randle gets a ton of momentum, and that turns into airtime for the slam.
Here's Vucevic. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That will be foul number 5 on him.